Hello, good morning, and welcome to the Haley and Alison show here live on Backchannel. I'm Haley Ellis. This is Alison Jones-Smith.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, and we are here until 8 a.m. this morning on Backchannel, the only place to listen, watch, and interact with your host live via your device. The command to give to your Echo if you're watching us on an Echo show is the word say, followed by whatever you would like to tell us this morning. Let us know where you are in the world. Let us know what you've had for your breakfast. You can tell us whatever you like within reason. It's a breakfast show. Or if you're listening on an audio-only Echo, hop onto backchannel.tv. You can get involved with the show that way. It's as easy as that. It is November the 30th today, last day of November, Ali.
Can you believe it? I mean, it's just flown by, which means tomorrow it's happening. Tomorrow is December.
Yeah. Tomorrow is National Mariah Carey Day. That's what it is. She's coming to sing a song. It is today, November the 30th, and it's our celebrity listeners' birthdays today, because I'm sure they listen. Why wouldn't they? It's 6 a.m. in the morning. Who wouldn't be up listening to us? Kaylee, and I don't know how to pronounce her surname, so do you, the lady from the Big Bang Theory, Kaylee Cuoco? Is that what you say? Cuoco, yeah. She is 36 today. Apologise, Kaylee, if you're listening. Very good show, The Air Stewardess, that I enjoyed recently that she was in. There you go. Ben Stiller is 56 today. Happy birthday to you both. We hope you have a wonderful day. It's also, and I might need to speak to producer Will for this, National Moose Day.
Now, when we say National Moose Day, as a Canadian, I need to jump in so you all understand it is not the moose as in the animal.
Right. That's what I wanted to confirm. Thank you, Alison. I knew you'd be aware of this.
It is National Moose as in the dessert day. Moose is in the dessert day. Yeah.
You're getting very touchy about that. No, there is a National Moose Day in Canada.
Let's not confuse that. We're all aware. We're all aware. Yeah. No, it is the dessert.
Yeah, National Moose Day. So if you thought, do you know what, I really fancy a moose, today's the day because it's a National Moose Day. You have one. And on this day, this exact day, Alison, in 1982, Michael Jackson released Thriller, which became the best-selling album in the world and won a record-setting 8 Grammy Awards. Such a good album.
I mean, look, it was the very first record that I ever purchased in my life because I took jazz dance as a child. And one of the things that we danced to was Thriller. So I listened to that album, I mean, so many times. And you look, Michael Jackson, whatever scandal, there is no denying that Thriller, if you listen to that album still to this day, the beats, the mixes, the music, I mean, it's a fantastic album.
It is, and the video is probably still one of the best music videos of all time.
I mean, it's creepy. They actually do a great job of like having creepiness within a video. Yeah, I mean, I remember renting. I don't know if you ever saw it. Did you ever see the making of Thriller?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
I watched that like a million times as a kid, like watching it again and again because it was phenomenal. So did you know also he used to wake up every day and he had written on the mirror that he was going to make the best album of all time. So for like the whole time he was making it every day, he had a message on the mirror saying, "You are making the best album of all time."
I'm looking at the message in the mirror.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's positive affirmations, that, isn't it? Apparently, if you tell yourself it enough times, it comes true. I mean, it hasn't worked for me so far. Every day I wake up, that's lottery. Let's get the lottery, Haley.
That's not a positive affirmation, Haley. That is like,
stress.
sending. Yes, stress is what that is.
I need to win. Please. But yeah, I did try positive affirmations, but I'm too pessimistic and it's really bad. I did try.
You're British. It's not your fault. Mantras are not British people's things. I will achieve. But you know what? I'll be realistic about my achievements as well because life is hard. That's a British person's mantra right there. Then it just goes into a spiral of Americans are good at mantras, right? All of our US listeners, I bet you got mantras written on that mirror every day. You're like, today's the day. This is it. I will. Well, Trump probably had written on his mirror he would be president. Look at what happened. So I'm just saying mantras can work, everyone.
Look at what they could do. This is the Haley and Alison show. We are here till 8 a.m. with our lovely producer Will. Producer Will, hi. Where is he? There he is.
Hey.
Good morning. It took me a second to find the button.
He's a professional, people. He's a
I am.
professional.
My mantra says, the thing written on my mirror says, you will find the right button to press. So that's what I'm manifesting this morning, every day.
I love the way they go wiping sleep out your eye as you say that.
I will find. I will.
This morning, it's 6 a.m.
It is. It's a breakfast show, and we are here until 8 a.m. with lovely producer Will. We're going to be talking lots of things this morning, aren't we, Will?
It's a exciting show. We've got an update on a news story to do. I'm just going to tell you what you're doing. Is that okay?
Yeah, do
it.
'cause
You're
we
doing
don't
a
know.
one-
Let us know.
You're doing a one-star TV show review.
Yes.
Which is a show that I've not watched, but I know it's very popular, which is why I've picked it. And I'm hoping that one of you have watched it. But
I have.
Have you? Okay,
Yeah.
that's good. Because starting from tomorrow, I'm going to have to hold myself back from filling every show with Christmas content for 2 hours every day. For the next
Listen,
25
we're
days.
here for it, Will. We are here for it. Although saying that, I can't put my Christmas decorations up until next week, and I feel awful.
Why?
Got a little
'Cause you don't have
daughter.
the time?
You've got a birth.
Oh.
Excuse me, I'm going to sneeze.
Go ahead. Bless you.
Great
Live
content,
radio.
people. Great content.
Live.
We've got some we've got some lengthy agony aunt questions to get through.
Lengthy, brilliant.
People have got some wordy problems.
Great
today.
Here
stuff.
for it. We're here for
I
it.
mean,
And
we're meant to
then-
be making people want to stay listening to us, Will, not going,
It's
we've got
not-
some
I can't help
real,
it. These are the-
big problems.
These are the problems that people have sent, and we have a service to provide. And then
We do.
obviously to celebrate the anniversary of the release of Thriller, we've got an 80s themed True or False. 80s pop music.
God.
Which I was like, this for me it would be difficult because I'm far too young and handsome to know any of the answers.
But 80s music is a classic regardless of how old you are, Will. 80s music is some of the best music of all time. And I'm not saying that because I'm from the 80s, but it is.
Okay. Sure. I believe you.
What do
Whatever
you
you say,
have? What
Haley.
year were you born in?
96.
Well, there you go. What have you got? You've got
Oh, I graduated high school. Oh.
Sorry.
you had
That's
some
okay.
terrible tunes in 96. We're
Oh,
talking-
what? The 90s music? Famously bad for music, the 90s.
Exactly. So there we go. Well, thank you, producer Will. He will be with us till 8 a.m. fact checking, bringing us all the facts that we asked for last minute, where he stresses out because he needs to find it right now. Let us know where you are in the world. Let us know where you're listening from. If you would like a shout out on the Haley, my Siri's going off. If you would like a shout out on the Haley and Alison show, then the command to give to your device, if you're watching us via Echo Show, is the word say, followed by whatever you would like to tell us this morning. So you would say Echo, say, good morning, Haley and Alison. You both look radiant. You can lie. We don't care.
We take lies.
also,
We're
we
happy
take-
to hear the lies, actually.
We will cash in those lies. And also, if you're listening on an audio only Echo, head to backchannel.tv. Get involved with the chat that way. We have shows here all day on Backchannel. It's not just about the Haley and Alison show. Following us today is Liv Harrison with her show Live Every Day. I need to stop hitting my chair handle when I get excited.
Well,
Not
people know that's how you measure the excitement of it's when they don't hear the banging that they're like, something's wrong. Yeah.
Why isn't she? And then after Liv Harrison, we've got the Will. Will is back with Kate for Everyday Positivity at 9 till 10. At 12 till 2, it's the Anthony Davis show. And at 2 till 4, it's Hal Rudnick with Your Pal Hal. So you can get involved with those shows all day here on Backchannel. Like I say, we're the only place you can interact with hosts live via your Echo. And do so because we love to hear from you. We're going to cover the news stories now. Now, here on Backchannel, we don't like to do the news stories that sort of bring you down, do we, Ellie?
No. There's too much doom and gloom. Everything is in chaos. The UK here, everything is in an interesting time. Around the world, we're in an interesting time. So what we want to do is just find some stories that are a little bit more lighthearted. Some stories that just might warm your heart cockles, if you will. And that's what we're aiming for here. Or to just make you have a giggle. Because you know what? There's a lot of news out there, and we need to remember it's not all bad. Sometimes news is fun and light and good times. That's all.
Well, there you Ali. Oh, are you there still?
Oh, yeah, I am
Oh,
here.
she's here.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
here. Sorry, I just heard a little bleep there. Ali, so there's a news story that we covered previously on the Haley and Allison show about an Alsatian that was
Mhm.
left a lot of money by its owners.
Gunther. Gunther,
Gunther,
I believe the dog's name
yeah.
was. Yes.
But I
Yeah,
believe
yeah.
you have a follow-up on that story for us.
Yeah, well, here at Backchannel, we like to bring you the breaking news, but we've been duped along with everyone else. And apparently, Gunther, the millionaire dog, he actually doesn't own all that money. It's not true, everyone. The dog, I know, what a shock, is not selling a mansion. The dog doesn't own a mansion. Apparently, it kind of started out as a joke from from his ex. I believe there was exes involved with this. This is a couple split up, and anyway, this was created. Amazing to me how it really took off, and we all really did think there was this millionaire dog. And now, don't get me wrong, this dog is still living the life that we described in previous shows. This dog is living on a cushioned bed. It's Madonna's ex mansion. He is looking out on, this dog, but the dog himself does not have the money. So yeah, it's a
What? You're telling
long
me there's
running
no
ruse.
such thing as a dog bank account? Ridiculous, Alison.
Canine finance is not a thing, everyone. Canine finance is not a thing. So we just wanted to follow up because here on the Haley and Allison morning show, we don't want to be giving you false information.
We don't.
So
We don't at all. Thank you for that, Alison. I read a story this morning, and if you're eating your breakfast, strap in for this one, because in the Daily Star, apparently thousands of monkeys are feasting on rotten flesh fruit. By the way, just add fruit to the end of that sentence before you're completely sick. In the much anticipated festival return. Now, I've heard of festivals. I've heard of Glastonbury. I've heard of Woodstock, but I've never heard of monkeys eating rotten flesh fruit festival. But apparently, it's a big deal. In where is it? Thailand. So large crowds of tourists and residents gathered to watch the monkeys feast at the Monkey Festival in central Thailand this weekend. And the cheeky animals, they fill themselves with 2 tons of fruit and vegetables left by the grateful locals, obviously rotten vegetables, and it costs apparently over 100 Thai baht, which is 2,227 UK pounds, to put on the occasion. It was cancelled last year. I'm sure they're gutted. I'm sure everyone was gutted about that. Were you gutted last year when the monkeys eating rotten flesh fruit festival was cancelled?
Oh, well, I was, but I won't lie to you, Haley. I have more interest in going to a rotten flesh fruit monkey festival than some of the musical festivals I have been. And actually, I think it's actually a classier event, a monkey festival. If you've ever been to a musical festival and seen the way people treat the grounds, I think monkeys have more respect for the planet. So I would rather go to a monkey festival than
Like
I've been.
who's playing the main stage? Oh, what it is? It's this big monkey called Keith. He's going to eat a rotten apple at 8 p.m. tonight. Oh, right. Make sure I don't want to miss that.
Get your apples. Eat along with them, everyone. Eat along with them.
Along with them. As stand-up comedians, myself and Alison, we've played festivals. They're not for me.
Well, it's just, people are there to party and rock out, and listening to words is not their main priority. They want to listen to music, they want to party, they want to have a good time. But those of you who have come out to music festivals and watched the comedy, bless your hearts. Thank you very much. We appreciate you because that is a job for us.
We do appreciate that. But saying that, I did one music. I'm not going to name the festival. And they had a big comedy, spent a lot of money on this big comedy tent. And I went out on stage. Haze, right, smoke machine. Haley Ellis, massive stage. Like we're talking like U2 would play on this stage. Haley Ellis. I walked out. There was 3 people sat there in this massive arena. It was heartbreaking. And I think even they were like, what are we doing in here? Why are we here?
You're like, what are your names? You're not going anywhere. I'm keeping you out. Lisa, Ben,
doors!
Ryan, stay there. Yeah, exactly.
So there you go. That's our experience of musical festivals. I can't even speak this morning, Alison. Have you seen any more news stories that have took your attention?
Yeah, I think this next news story is more of a warning to everyone. So Google Maps driver reveals card details as they can't resist McDonald's drive-through. So here it is. a guy even works for Google Maps, should know better. Anyway, went through the old McDonald's drive-through, and
Ye
there was a
old McDonald's. How long's it been about?
ye old McDonald's, and there was a camera, Google Maps camera above him. And he knew this. He works for Google Maps. Anyway, he went to pay, and there was a close up on his card. So a cheeky person, uploaded the video to TikTok, basically with a tongue-in-cheek caption saying, "Google leaking their credit card at McDonald's." So literally, a Google employee actually almost gave away the Google card information on a Google map, which I absolutely love.
I
Fortunately,
mean, yeah.
this
Sorry,
guy
Alison.
no, that's all right. He had the card the other way. So people were like, "Oh, look at what he did," but he turned his card the other way, so you couldn't see the numbers, you couldn't see all the details and everything. But it's close. So let me just say, this is a warning, everyone. There are cameras everywhere. Big Brother is watching. You keep that card hidden. I don't know about you, but do you ever feel like whenever you go to like those bank machines and you're taking out the ATM, they're always like, "Cover your PIN." Don't you feel so ridiculous? Like, I feel like, what am I, like a spy agent covering my PIN so nobody sees it? But do it, everyone. Do it.
Well, I always think, I don't know why I'm covering it, because there's nothing in my account to withdraw. They can have it. Like, literally, they'd probably try and rob me and be like, is that it? We can't take out pounds and pence. We need...
If you got anything out of my accounts, you earned it. Good for you. If you could squeeze anything out of those accounts, you have earned that money.
I'm never worried about hackers, because they'd have a job getting anything out of my account. But good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the Hayley and Alison show. Those Google cameras have caught, I mean, I can't talk about it on a breakfast radio, but they have caught some rather explicit things on cameras as well. They've caught all sorts. It's a bit of a worry, isn't it? If you see one of those cameras, just make sure you're decent. If you see a Google car coming towards you, make sure you're covered up. But there we go. A little story for you, Alison, in the Independent, that in Germany now, sausage vending machines are booming. They've decided to sell in vending machines. We like a vending machine. We can get a drink. We can get some crisps. But in Germany, they're selling 3 or 4 varieties of sausage alongside punnets of potato salad. And these are huge in Germany now. They're booming. Like, you get the munchies late at night. They're going out. They're getting a sausage and a potato salad from a vending machine. It's huge over there now. Butchers' vending machines sell 3 or 4 types of sausage, and customers, can have a feast on those. Other vending machines, listen to this, stock eggs, milk, butter, and fruit and vegetables. Now, what I worry about that is the eggs dropping out of the vending machine. Just, you pick your number, the eggs drop out. You've got 12 smashed eggs there.
Hayley, I've never even thought of that. That's exactly. Eggs. How do we I wonder when you were a child, did you ever have to do the egg thing where you tried to build a safety? It was like a box, and you had to build a box, and then you would drop the box with the egg in it from the top. It was like a science experiment we did in school. So everyone had to try and design something where you could drop an egg and it wouldn't break. Maybe that was the point. Maybe this vending machine company from the beginning of time has been like, we're going to get these kids to figure out, once we hit the vending machine market, no one's going to not eat eggs. That was their go ahead, Hayley, sorry.
No, I was just going to say, I mean, the vending machines, I just like often stuff in vending machines. We're talking, by the way, if you've just joined us, about a news article in the Independent about how they've got vending machines in Germany that sell sausages and eggs. Now, I just brought up the question to Alison that the eggs will drop out the vending machine. They'll just all smash. But like, often when I've used a vending machine in the past, things get stuck coming out. And you have to shake the vending machine. Have you done this?
Of course I have. Of course I have.
We're desperate for the chocolate. But we'd end up with scrambled eggs. If eggs are stuck in there and you're shaking the machine, not a good look.
It's a messy thing. It's a messy thing. I am excited, though, at the idea of there being sausage vending machines. I know that's a nightmare for you, Hayley, because Hayley is a non-meat eater. But me, as a sausage lover, I kind of love this idea. But they did say what they're doing, the reason why they're doing the vending machines is because there are some areas where there aren't shops that are open, or it's more of just like so you can grab a few things real quick. They're not trying to replace shops. They're not trying to take away jobs. They were very adamant about describing that, which I thought was sweet. That is nice. But yeah, the idea of like, ooh, late night train. I'm about to go home from Grimsby. Oh, let me grab a quick bratwurst for the train. Like I want this to happen here so badly, everyone.
And what would you have in your ideal vending machine?
Like anything that I could have, like,
Mhm.
or are you like, just tell me the sausages you want, Allison?
No, not just sausage. I mean, that would be very, very niche.
God, I wish they could have hot food vending machines. I would love to be able to get some French fries as I was about to get on a train, some French fries. What else would I love in a vending machine? Oh gosh, I mean, like if it's a limit, I mean, I was gonna say crisps, but guess what? That happens right now,
Do you know what,
Allison. That
Alison,
dream
I
is a
can reveal
reality.
to you, you can make your dreams come true, Alison.
Wow! Yeah.
You can get potato chips. I don't want to blow your mind here, but you can get them in any vending machine.
A steak? If we could have hot food, oh my God, a steak and chips for the road
Would you
home.
buy a steak from a vending machine?
I'd give it a go. I'm a woman
Yeah.
of chance.
Yeah, and you will be chancing it if you're on public transport on a toilet after having a steak from a vending machine. What a classy gal our Alison is. Get me a steak from a vending machine. But there you go. These are the news stories we're covering on the Hayley and Alison show this morning. Get involved if you would like something from a vending machine. Let us know what you would like to see in there. Maybe we can solve it for you. The command to give to your device if you're watching on your Echo show is the word say, followed by whatever you would like to tell us this morning. Or if you're listening on an audio only Echo, head to backchannel.tv. You can get involved in the chat that way. Have you seen any more news stories this morning, Alison, that have caught your eye?
Well, this one, and Hayley, I think you'll connect to this more than I will. A Green MP, Julia Ann Genter rode her bike to the hospital during labor at 2 p.m. To give birth to a baby girl. So she's a big, she's a Green Party person. She's all about, she's a big advocate for biking, how people should use bikes. So this is quite the platform. She, once she went into labor, rode her bike to the hospital. Now, Hayley, I'm sure that the moment labor started for you, you were like, what's going to help this out? You were like, no, honey, you take it easy. Let me bike. Just do a quick bike ride.
If someone suggests me getting on a bike, I would throw that bike somewhere that I can't say on morning radio. I mean, that can't be her first child, because that's got to be like her 16th kid, surely, that she's biking it to the hospital. She's like, oh, I've done this before. Is it her first child?
No, I think this is her. I think this is another one because she, the bike already had a baby thing on it. I think she was.
She's prepared. There's no way that she's done that a million times where she's like, yeah, I'm fine now. Because as soon as I started having contractions, that was it, Alison. I was screaming. I mean, I was like, wasn't in any pain. I just wanted to make sure I could milk it for as much as I could. But yeah, there's no way you're going to find me on a bike. I mean, at the best of times. Now, I know, don't get me wrong, I know it's good for the environment. But if you tried riding on a saddle for more than 5 minutes, it's not comfortable.
Come on. You know what? I could do one of those bikes. I've seen some people, the motorized bikes, right? With a little bit of energy, a little bit of kick in it, so yeah, you're doing the biking, but it's like, hey, let's help you out. I mean, that's big seat, a nice full back seat, a little,
Do you know there's electronic bikes? So we went on a bike tour when we were in San Francisco. We did a bike tour, right? Which I really regret because you could pay a bit extra and get a motorized bike. And we were like, no, do you know what? The hilliest place in the world, we're not going to pay any extra for a motorized bike. And have you tried going up a hill on a normal standard bike when you're out of shape? It's not pleasant.
I can't believe you forego the motorized. We'll save a few quid.
We'll save some pennies. And honestly, I felt like they kept having to wait for me. Do you know, they're like the rest of the trips, all 80-year-old grandmas on motorized bikes at the top of the hill, like, we're just waiting for one more from our party. And I'm just there sweating, pushing my bike up just to save a few quid. So if you do go on those bike tours, make sure you get your motorized bike, because San Francisco, very hilly. Who'd have thought it?
Very hilly. Beautiful, but a lot of rolling hills.
Rolling hills. Just roll upwards. You don't tend to roll downwards.
No.
It's a lesson to learn, isn't it? But there we go. If you've given labour, let us know where if you rode to the hospital on a bike. I mean, fair play to her. She is a superwoman for doing that.
It's unbelievable. We got a couple of listeners here. Hello to Justin and Doug. Justin and Doug, I mean, I don't know if you have a partner who's given birth, but, apparently you can just tell them to ride a bike to the hospital.
No, you can't, Alison.
No, don't do that. Don't do that, gentlemen. Do not do that.
Because they won't be listening anymore if they said that to their partner. They would not be here anymore. Thank you for joining us. If you are coming up, we're going to be doing the 1-star TV review today, where myself and Alison June Smith give you some clues about a TV show that people have reviewed online. They've all given it 1 star because they're very, very angry. Very, very angry, and they've got a computer. They've given it 1 star, but what is the TV show? We'll be doing that very, very soon. Also, coming up in the next couple of hours, we're going to be doing our Agony Auntie section, where myself and Alison discuss your problems live on air and try and find solutions for them. Alison does. I just belittle them. So if you would like us to talk about your problems and you would like that experience, then get in touch. The command to give to a device is the word say, followed by your problem, or hop on to backchannel.tv. You can have a little chat with us there. Also coming up, we've got loads this morning, Ali. We're going to be playing True or False, a competitive game where me and Alison go head to head in an 80s music quiz today, which I'm excited about. I love my 80s music.
That'll be. Speaking of which, we do keep track. I unfortunately was away yesterday, so when you and Will competed, who won yesterday on the True and False?
It was me, Alison. Thank you, please. Put the point down. Right. Will says it doesn't count, but it does.
I don't think it's allowed to count. Here's for 2 reasons. I don't think it's allowed to count for 2 reasons. Number 1 is because I don't think it's fair that I should.
Life isn't fair, Will, and you're young. You need to learn that.
Okay. I don't think it's fair because I don't think Alison needs to have a man stand in for her when she's not here. I also don't think it's fair because I wrote the questions and still lost. So I don't think that.
I mean, if anything, it's even fairer because I had a major disadvantage and I still won.
I don't think Alison should have that tarnished against her name. The fact that I wrote the True or False yesterday. What was it on Australian animals of all things?
Oh wow! Oh wow!
Still lost.
Yeah. What do you think, Alison?
Well, Haley doesn't care what I think, really. I think, if we're going to be technical, I think we should start fresh starting on Tuesday.
I think so
Tuesday,
too.
Wednesday,
Thursday, Friday. Have an even number of days.
Right. Well, we'll see. Because if I go on to lose, but if I go on to lose, I will be counting the extra point. So, thank you, producer Will, for nothing. Guess the celebrity. We're going to be playing that shortly in the show. We're going to give you some clues for a celebrity, but who is the celebrity? We will be doing that later on in the show as well. And also, we end the show on a fact of the day, a little fact that you can take away, tell your friends and family if you want to creep them out. So, loads coming up in the show. Alison's drinking out of a 16-litre bottle there if you're watching on an Echo show. That is huge.
This is the amount of water. Look, drinking water is very important, everyone. I won't lecture you, but water intake, very, very important. Keep it up.
Well, yeah, that's too much water. If anything else, it's the same size as your body. I don't know how you're managing to lift that up, but listen, you get to watch these things if you're watching on an Echo show, and that's the little special treat for you there. It's a 1-star TV review. Oh my days, it's still early. Good morning. Thank you for joining us if you are. What we're going to do now, we have a little game. It's a staple here on the Haley and Alison show on Backchannel. By the way, Alison, Backchannel is the only place you can listen, watch, and interact with your hosts live via your Echo. Did you know that?
I did not know. Now, Haley, if I wanted to interact, how do I go about doing that?
Well, thank you for asking, Alison. What you would do if you're watching us on an Echo show, the command to give to your device is the word say. So you'd say Echo say, and whatever you would like to tell us this morning. Obviously, you'd use the name I can't say her name, because if I say the name of your device, she goes off, she kicks off. So say the name of your device, followed by the word say, and it comes straight through to us. You can have a little chat with us, as easy as that. Or if you're listening on an audio-only echo, head to backchannel.tv on your phone, and you can get involved with the chat that way. It's as easy as that. And as always, on the Hayley and Alison show, we have big, big prizes to give away this morning. Alison, this morning, if you get the answer right, you can win a personalised song from our lovely Alison to take away for the rest of the day and sing in your head. Now, listen, if that's going to put you off, don't worry, we won't give you that prize.
Yeah, you have the choice. I mean, it's out there. I will happily sing you a song. Or if you're like, please don't, I'm just happy being a winner, I'm okay with that as well, too. Just so you know. Either whichever way you want it, you're the winner. You decide.
You decide. So here we go. What we're going to do now, we're going to read out these reviews that people have left online for a TV show. Lots of different people, all leaving this TV show 1 stars. Now, because they've left it a 1-star review, it doesn't mean it's bad, because these people are very, very angry. They would probably give TV shows like The Sopranos 1 star, right? That's the sort of person they are. So we're going to read out the reviews. Now, myself and Alison, Alison is a classically trained actress. She likes the classics. So what I like to do is I like to give Alison a little bit of motivation to read the review. So in this review, Alison, I'd like you to be a man called Terry.
Yep.
He's 86.
Mm-hmm.
Very bad cough he's just recovered from. And I mean, I like to make them as niche as possible, to be honest with you. And he's queuing at a fast food to get a burger, but they're taking a long time. Here we go.
All right, here we go. Terry. I found it boring. I did not like any of the characters, and the story was boring. It's about a creepy hipster and his smug blonde girlfriend. I was expecting a show with more action and excitement, like Dexter. This is basically just a mediocre rom-com that isn't funny. It's really not good. I don't know why it's so popular. I don't watch a lot of TV, but my girlfriend made me watch this series to the end. What a load of rubbish. She's single now for making me watch this drivel. Wow.
Brilliant. Well done for that reading, Alison. Very, very good there. Alison is available to hire for all acting work. Please get in touch. Listen, yeah, we know it's not Dexter, but incidentally, I love Dexter, but I got very, very upset at the last episode. I'm not going to reveal it in case people haven't watched it. But it made me physically angry. It made me physically shake. But here we go. Anyway, so we know it's not Dexter. Apparently it's popular. It's a TV show. One of the characters is a creepy hipster.
I love that description. Great description. Creepy hipster is good. Yeah.
So there we go. What is this? What is the TV show? Listen, if you want to take a guess now, it's early doors, but you can take a guess. The command to give your device, if you're watching it via an Echo show, is the word say. Also, if you're on your listening to audio only Echo, so I can't get my words out this morning, Alison. It's been a very long night. Head to backchannel.tv on your phone. You can get involved in the show that way. So I'm going to read out another review now. Another review that this person has left 1 star for. It's a TV show, but what is the TV show? How would you like me to read this, Ali?
Okay, Hayley, I would like you to read this as a grocery store teller who's on her break. Grocery store teller who is on her. She's been cashing it. She's been checking in. Beep, beep, beep. That's all she's heard all day. People complaining. You're on your milk break or your juice box break, whatever the break is, right? I don't want to make you a smoker unnecessarily. You're outside. You're on your break. You've been there all day. Go.
Okay. No, I'm on my break. I'll be back in a minute. Do you like that? Okay, here we go. Ignore the rave reviews for this series unless you crave a lot of cliche rom-com scripting mixed with some muted creepiness starring vaguely hot but bad actors. There's no punctuation. Why do they not punctuate angry people?
Because they're on a roll.
Sorry.
They're on a roll.
It's annoying me. Right. Within the first 10 minutes, I was rolling my eyes at the horrible writing. The main character is depicted as a genius with uncanny insight into other people, but the first few insight the writers gave him just didn't ring true at all. In the first scene, he sees a man with a Dan Brown book in his bookstore, and he suggests the man will hang around pretending to buy something else. When the man comes to register with a Dan Brown and a J.D. Salinger book, News to the writers, no one would buy J.D. Salinger to cover up their purchase of Dan Brown, except for maybe the pretentious kind of idiots who wrote the series. And the script just keeps piling on unbelievable and structurally convenient cliche details that only drive the plot and seem clever on their very, very thin surface. If the acting was better than soap opera level, it might not be so bad. Yeah, I'm coming back now. I'll be on me till in 5.
I loved the opening and the closing to that scene,
Thank
Haley.
you.
Number
Thank
one,
you.
improvisation always helps. Well, when I look at this person and what they wrote, I feel like what we have here is a resentful, unemployed screenwriter. Because they, the way they wrote it, I'm like, oh, they pride themselves on their use of words here too, and really diving into authors and what books would buy to cover up this and that. It's yeah. So
But
yeah.
huge clue in this one, because if you watch this show, you're going to get it, because it's set in a bookstore. So what is the TV show? Huge clue, set in a bookstore. Get your guesses in. The command to give to your device is the word say, followed by your answer. Hop on to backchannel.tv.com. Get your answer in that way. We're giving away the big clues now already, early. We've peaked early with a big clue, Ali.
Well, but you know what? Sometimes a big clue early on is the inspiration that people need to jump on in and to take some guesses. So there's a big clue: bookstore, a creepy, vaguely hot lead. Yeah, I mean, those are two pretty good clues, I think, out of the gate, in my opinion.
Pretty good. So
let's do another one. Okay, Haley, let me read a review. How would you like to read this one?
you're a woman called Audrey who's just found out she's got a verruca. Go.
Two people with despicable traits deserving of each other? Who cares? Brackets. Despicable across the line seems to be the go-to in many dramas nowadays. Or a storyline with scenes full of plot holes and illogical happenings. Or is this supposed fantasy? Some airhead millennial / gender zer fantasy, perhaps? 18 minutes into episode 1, and I had to drag myself away from this emotional TV black hole and its numbing vacuum. God, my foot hurts. I added in the God, my foot hurts at the end. Again,
really good. Well done. Well done.
Thank you.
I mean, the person watched 18 minutes before, they hated it that much. They watched a full 18 minutes of it. But what is the TV show? Get your guesses in. Two people with despicable traits deserving of each other. Sounds like me and you, that, Ali. But it's not. It isn't. It's a TV show. What's the TV show? The command to give to your device is the word say, followed by your guess, or hop on to backchannel.tv. Type your little guessy in that way. We'll read you one more review, and then we'll do the spoon-fed round where we basically tell you what the answer is in a really easy way, just because we like you to win. That's what we do.
It's all about success on the Haley and Allison show. It's all about
success.
Your success, everyone. Okay, Haley, I would like you to read this as a night worker. Okay, so you've been working a night shift. You are a security guard, and you've just gotten home. You're just about to settle into bed. You thought you'd watch this show, and you're very disappointed. Go.
Okay. I could not stand his performance in this show. Every time he came on screen, I had to walk out of the room. He's so whiny. I know his character was a piece of, I can't read that out, it's an expletive, but he is beyond needy and whiny. If I could give him a -20, I would. I never want to see anything else he's ever in. He ruined me on seeing him in anything else. I hope he disappears from Hollywood and becomes this one-hit wonder only known for this. Would make my day. He was that irritating. Anyway, I'm going to bed. I added that at the end.
I did. We love the endings. Wow, they really hated the lead actor. So this hint is just raging about how awful the lead actor is.
Do you know what? It goes on about the lead actor that much that I think they probably fancy them. Do you know when you go on that much about someone, you're like, I don't like them, I'm like, I think you do.
Well, because there's a fine line between love and hate, sanity and insanity. It's a fine line. So we've got a lead character. I mean, mainly it's about this. Everyone's focusing on the lead character, who is a creepy, vaguely hot person who works in a bookstore. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, he has a girlfriend who is apparently equally as awful. Despicable characters, they were called by one of the reviews. And I think that's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah.
I'm just thinking I'd love to be called vaguely hot. I think that's a compliment. Vaguely hot.
As we've pointed out before, though, Haley and I really are looking for any compliments.
We're
So
just
vaguely
looking.
hot.
You've got a compliment for us. Say to your device and give us a compliment. It's been a very long week. I could do with the compliments, to be honest with you. Here we go. Listen, we're going to do the spoon-fed round now, which is where we basically tell you what the answer is. I'm going to read out what the sort of blurb is on IMDb for this show. You should get it from this. If you don't, we're going to list the characters that are in it. And if you don't get it from that, you probably haven't seen the show. It's that easy. So here we go. The blurb of the show. A dangerously charming, intensely obsessive young man goes to the extreme measures to insert himself into the lives of those he is transfixed by. It stars Penn Badgley. Hello. First aired in 2018. It's based on Caroline Kempner's best-selling novel of the same name, and it's exclusive on Netflix. What is the show? You should know. Get in touch. Gonna make it any more obvious. Get in touch.
That was really good. You gave a great hint there, Haley.
Yes. So you should enter this competition. I mean, come on. We just want someone to guess. The command to give to your device is the word say, followed by your answer, or hop on to backchannel.tv. And if you don't answer, we'll do a rollover for tomorrow. And you can win 2 songs. Oh, my days. You can win a whole album of Alison June Smith if there's no guesses.
I better write on my mirror, start putting out those mantras if I'm going to be writing songs every day. You are an excellent songwriter, Alison. You are the best prize songwriter.
You can win 12 tracks from our Alison June Smith.
The B side is never going to be as strong as the A side. I am not going to be able to write a thriller, everyone. So again, we'll go over it real quick. It is a TV show from 2018 based on a novel. It is about a dangerously charming, intensive, obsessive young man who inserts himself with extreme measures into people's lives that he's transfixed by. Some people have said this guy is creepy. He has a blonde girlfriend who is equally as despicable. Starring Penn Badgley. Is that how you said it correctly?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I think, I mean, are we gonna? Do you want to roll this over, or are we gonna expose what it is?
We're going to expose what it is.
We're going to expose it.
Like with the CSI. Yes, listen. Of course, it is You. The TV show You should have known that. You. I've just finished series 3 of that. I lap it up. It's very far-fetched. Of course it is. It's a TV show. It's meant to be. But yes, have you watched it, Ali?
I watched season 1 and I really loved it. I just didn't get into the other couple seasons. But did you enjoy the other seasons as much as the first one? Like just for a little brain vacation?
Not as much as the first one, but
Okay.
I still watch it because I've got too much time on my hands of an evening and I don't want to have to use that time to think, because then it gets dangerous. So I just stick something on. Something on. And what better to stick on to cleanse your mind than a man who's obsessed and will hunt down women. Really light-hearted show. But yeah, there you go. The answer was You. That was the 1-star TV review. I mean, it wasn't as bad as what these people said.
It really wasn't, but again, these people
off. Walk away if you're not enjoying it. Just do that. Why'd you have to follow it up with a review? Anyway, we're going to do another 1-star review tomorrow. Get involved with the show. If you've got a suggestion for us to do, if you would like us to look at the reviews for a certain TV show or film, then let us know. The command to give to your device is the word say or backchannel.tv. If you're listening on an audio-only echo. But I'm getting my words out, Alison June Smith. It's time for our Agony Aunties section where myself and Alison try to solve your problems with the best of our ability, which isn't much from me. So what's happened is people have been leaving us their problems all week, asking us for advice. Let's just stress, Alison, we're not trained professionals, clearly.
We are not professional therapists at all. I genuinely do really appreciate people sharing their problems. I believe the more we share situations, the more other people can learn. We can all learn from people's situations in life. So I'm a big fan of it. But again, not a professional therapist, but here for you. Want to listen, want to hear. So please keep sharing your problems. We're very grateful that you do. And if you're listening and you think you might have a little tidbit of information or a tidbit of help or suggestions that you can pass on to some of the people who've written in, please feel free to join us. Get on in here. Haley has told you so many times how easy it is, and we would love to hear from you and your past experiences so we can learn from it. But let's get this going. Haley, do you have a problem? Shall we start this off?
I mean, I have many problems, Alison.
I was
going to
say, I didn't mean you specifically.
They're not for radio, my problems. But we'll talk about that another day on a late night show. Listen, this problem is from Craig from London. Hi, Craig. Good morning. I'm still close friends with a group of people I went to university with more than a decade ago. Two of this group are married to each other and have 2 young children. Recently, the husband walked out and started dating another woman in our group of university friends. I don't know what to do in terms of friendships. I feel stuck in the middle. I want to support the wife, obviously, but I'm also very close to her husband. In fact, I used to live with him in a shared flat. Is it possible to stay friends with both of them under these circumstances? I think what he did, and especially how he did it, was horrible. I don't know if he was seeing our other friend before walking out on his marriage, but the intention was obviously there. We're all very shocked about it. Can you advise? Alison.
Well, this is a tricky one. Because
Tricky.
tricksters. It is tricky because, yes, you do know these 2 people. You have been friends with them both. I'm wondering, so it sounds though that you have known him for longer, possibly. So, you may feel a little attached to that person. However, like you said, you don't know about exactly what happened. You don't know if he was seeing your other friend before walking out on his marriage. And, I imagine right now you're thinking about what kind of person is this? What kind of person is this? Can I trust them? I think what you need to do is you need to give it a bit of time. It sounds like it's very fresh. It sounds like it's still a very heated thing. I would say I would probably try to maintain good relations with the both of them. But this is so mean to say, but look, they're going to be going through things right now, and you don't want to be the pig in the middle, if you will, listening to one person saying something and then going to another person, especially if they both know that you are in communication with both of them. You might accidentally become that tool that they use to try and get, messages across to one another. So I'm going to say, I think what you should do is delicately back off a little bit just right now, maintain friendships with them both, but just know right now is a really heated time. And I think if you give it a bit of time, you are going to be able to know if you want to maintain a friendship with both of them. Maybe eventually you will have a stronger relationship with one of them. But I'm just going to say, I think right now when you're in the heat of it, so I don't think you have to make any decisions. I think you just try to be there for both people. And over time, you're going to know who it is that you really want to maintain a friendship with. That's what I think.
Very good. Well-rounded advice from Alison, as always. I, Craig, would just pick the friend I like the most and just support them. Okay. Done.
He lent me more money. I like him. No.
Just do that, Craig. Pick the one. It's hard, isn't it, when your friends sort of group break up and you have to sort of feel like you're compelled to pick a side. But just pick the side of the person with the most money, Craig, and you'll always be okay. I'm not saying listen to me, Craig, by the way. Alison's advice was far better, but you wanted our opinions, Craig, and we are giving you them. Please note, do not sue. We are not liable. Another problem, Ali. Kristen from Pennsylvania. I like the name Kristen. I love my sister, but she has a tendency to be negative and critical. I've tried to adapt.
Speaking to the choir. Go on. Yeah, I hear you.
Here we go. I think it says Alison from Toronto. No, not Toronto, Calgary, Alberta. Right, here we go. So a sister is a tendency to be negative and critical. I've tried to address these issues directly in the past. For example, when you nitpick me, I don't want to be around you. So she started using her 5-year-old son to sidestep my boundaries. This allows her to disown any comments he makes and allows her to get angry under the guise of protecting him if I try to talk about it. For example, one weekend I cancelled plans with my sister and her son because I had a migraine. She told me that her son was worried I didn't love him anymore. She will also tell me that he has said things like Auntie Kirsten got an apartment too far away, or Aunt Kristen is too fat. Is too fat. I'm certain he doesn't actually say these things, but if he does say them, it's not a huge deal, and she should be able to explain to him that, yes, Aunt does love him, and it's very unfortunate she had to get an apartment so far away. How can I talk to her about this without inciting any protective outrage? I mean, I've had this issue where sort of my sister will get the kids to say stuff to me, but it's not as bad as this, Kristen. It's stuff like, "Oh, Auntie Hayley, for Christmas, I would like this," and you think, I didn't know that you knew that £200 gift existed, but now I've got to buy it. Never been as like picking on my appearance and stuff like that. It's quite a hard problem to solve, really. Ali, what would you say?
Okay, well, here's what I would do. If she's if you truly believe that this is what she is doing, that she is using the child as the manipulative tool to say you're fat and you need to move closer, which, you know, I don't know what the sister's really playing at. You're going to call me fat, you want me to move closer? Those two things do not come together. Anyway, I think what you should do then is obviously have a discussion with your sister and say, "Hey, it sounds like, your son is really worried about me, or thinks about, well, maybe what I'd like to do is, Auntie Kristen would love to have for sure at least one phone call every week so I can talk to my nephew, chat with him about what's going on, see if he's concerned, has he had any thoughts, does he want to ask me any questions, and just say to your sister, that way him and I are openly communicating about things at all times, because the last thing I want to do is hear it through you. So maybe I need to establish a little bit better relationship with my," because you know what she's going to do. She's going to be like, "Oh, no, no." And then you're going to see the reality is that she's the one lying. So I would full on play it. You want to focus on the child. You want to give that child more attention so you can have conversations with them about whatever's on their mind. But it's about you and that kid, and developing a bond. And I swear, I think if you tried to do that, she would just, because then she doesn't have the tool anymore. She doesn't have the go-to. She doesn't have the, so that's what I would do. I would be like, I want more time one-on-one with him. Obviously we need to chat. So yeah, that's what I would do.
Great advice from Alison there. If you've got a problem you would like myself and Alison to discuss live on Backchannel, then get involved. If you're listening via an audio-only echo, head to backchannel.tv on your phone. Dead easy. You can type your problem in there and maybe we will answer it on the show. Or if you're watching on an audio-only echo, head to just the command to give is the word say. It's still early. It's morning, Alison. I'm getting distracted. The command to give to your device is the word say. If you're watching us on an echo show, I'll get my words out. I've got a problem, Alison. I can't string a sentence together this morning. Can you help?
Yeah. One more coffee, Hayley. That is my solution for that. One more coffee, and then you'll be good to go.
I will. Have you got a problem that you would like me to answer, Alison? Not you personally, one of our listeners.
Yeah, exactly. I got lots, but let's focus on the listeners. So Laura from Delaware. Okay, here we go. Ooh, this is a juicy one. I feel like producer Will put this one in particularly for you and I again, Hayley. Here we go. I accidentally found a diamond ring in my boyfriend's bag when he returned home from a recent trip to see his family. We have been together for 3 years, but have been on rocky territory for a while. We had a fight shortly before he left to see his family, which led me saying I thought we should get counseling, which he wasn't super interested in. I've been feeling not great about the relationship, and seeing the ring and the feelings it brought over me makes me realize that I'm basically done. However, he is not a bad guy, and I don't want to hurt him. I'm worried he may be thinking of a Christmas proposal. Ooh, there is a suspicious package under the tree, which, please, no. How do I head off this potential proposal off at the pass? Or if that isn't possible, how do I very gently let him down if he does propose? Okay.
Laura, I've got a few options that might not be great. So, first option is it might not be for you. We've seen the film Love Actually. She doesn't even get the jewelry.
Yeah.
So, Laura, you might end up being very angry when you realise it's not for you. Or secondly, Laura, if it is for you, I just maybe start putting hints down going, oh, God, you know what? I hate jewelry. I don't really like to wear it. Take off any item of jewelry you wear and say, do you know what? I don't like jewelry anymore. Put it all in the bin, right? And then be saying things like, God, why do people get married? Really, really labour home. Just all the time.
I know you're I know we're always like, "Oh, Haley, just throw," but Haley, I kind of that's where my brain was kinda going. I was like, I think you need
No.
to lay the seeds of, like, getting married is not important to me. What's important is being in a happy relationship, right? So you could even use other examples. Oh, so and so's getting divorced and these people getting divorced. I just feel like too many people rush into marriage before they establish, their relationship or how they want things to go. I think you should actually really use examples maybe of people around you or make up some examples, but I really think you should be indirectly stressing the importance of a relationship before you get married. Because here's the thing, a lot of people want a wedding, they don't want a marriage. They're two different things. So maybe you need to get this guy thinking about, do I really want a marriage? Do I want a marriage? Do I want to get married? What is marriage? By saying your opinion in that, sometimes people rush into it. I feel like there's a lot of people, you know, because they don't
You could
establish. Yeah, yeah.
You could also say that you're allergic to diamonds, maybe, as well. Get that in. Start itching, saying, "Oh god, I
You
let."
could do that. I'm not a big
Yeah,
diamond fan. Never won a diamond.
hate them. Never want a diamond. Maybe say, you tried your friend's, diamond ring on from work, come out in a hideous reaction. Awful. Uh
That's good.
Just a
That's
few options. Just a few options, Laura. Please don't sue us. We are not liable. We are not trained professionals. You ask for advice. We're here to give it. Producer Will, do you have a problem for our lovely Alison Jones Smith?
I've got a cracking problem. Thank
right.
you, Haley Ellis. This is from Mike. He's in Pennsylvania. Okay, here's what
Okay.
Mike says. I have a friend that comes over to my apartment usually a few times a week. We're quite close. I often serve dinner, and occasionally they spend the night, as their workplace is closer to my apartment. In the last few weeks, I've noticed a pattern that is really starting to grate on my last nerve. They criticize how I keep my apartment. Everything from if I've cleaned under the heating element on my stove to how I organize my kitchen. They've even done little tours when another friend is over, showing all the things they think I'm doing wrong in a get a load of this condescending tone. Because I allow this friend into my home for extended periods of time, I feel like they should just be gracious, or at least not embarrass me in front of mutual friends like that. How do I bring my feelings up to my friend? So far, I've just laughed and shrugged, but I know I have to tell them about my frustrations now before it gets worse. I'd never go to their apartment and say stuff like they're saying, and I just have a hunch they might be slightly jealous because I have a nicer apartment in a better part of town, and this is the way their jealousy is manifesting itself.
Mm,
It's
mhm.
a bad friend. That's bad. It's bad manners.
I was gonna say, I mean, is this person, I mean, we use the word friend here, but again, I think we need to put, I have an acquaintance.
Yeah.
Because you're being a friend, they are being someone that's just in your life. Now, if you feel it is fueled by jealousy, whatever the reason is, it doesn't really matter. What they're doing is belittling you in front of other people, and that's not what people who love you do.
Mhm.
Um, how do you go about having a discussion with them about it? I think you just need to directly say, "Hey, look, you embarrassed me. You embarrassed me in front of
Yeah.
this person by pointing out this, this and that. And, it's one thing for you to be my friend and say these things to me if you're concerned, you think my house isn't clean enough. But for you to embarrass me in front of somebody, I would never do that to you. And I would just say, look, I love you. We're friends. I need you to understand that, like, that really hurt me.
It's not good house guests um, etiquette, and I think it's fine to tell your friend this, your quote unquote
Friend.
friend this. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
because I think also you'd be doing your friend, acquaintance, a favor because perhaps they don't even know what they're doing, and, this might be a lesson that they need to learn in life. So, by having this frank discussion that might feel uncomfortable,
yeah.
I think you're doing both of yourselves a good service because look, also, if they get worked up and they're like, "You're overreacting, da da da," that means you 2 are operating on different feeling planes.
Yes. Yes.
So, yeah.
This was another thought that I had is that like maybe they think it's okay because you're so close as friends or whatever that they are assuming that you know that it's just in jest. Whereas if you actually expressed that this was, you know, something that made you upset or uncomfortable, then they'd be shocked and feel bad about it.
Yeah, and learn these things are not interest, and you can't just go around deciding to, point out little details
Critique other
within.
people's homes.
Yeah, yeah,
Who
yeah.
on earth is cleaning under the heating element of their stuff? For goodness sake.
Who
I mean,
on
what
earth
kind of...
is looking to see if somebody has? That's what I want to know.
Can you imagine? Like, I love going to other people's homes just because I'm nosy and I'm interesting, but I'm not criticizing like where they're cleaning. Like, that is
Mm-mm.
none of my business.
Mm-mm. I had a friend like this one time, and I'll be honest. I had a friend. I brought her around to the house. She was in town visiting, and my boyfriend was there. We were having a nice time, and she really started to go in on the house, like, "Oh, this is what I would do with this," or, "I mean, that's going to have to go." This da da da, and she left, and my boyfriend just looked at me and said, "She's never coming here again."
Yeah, no.
Like,
It's so rude. I think we've had a
yeah,
different question like this a couple of days ago, maybe last week, about somebody who kept saying like, "Oh, well, this is what I would do," or "This, like, I would do this." It's just so, like, do it then in your own house and get out of mine.
yeah.
That's my advice.
There's a thing too, I always, oh, look, I'm even thinking about it while I say it, but when I speak to people, I always listen to the amount of times they say "I" as well.
Mm.
If you're with a person who says I" a lot, um, you are spending time with a person who is kind of only living from their perspective in life, and that kinda sounds like what this person is.
They are very much the main character in their own
Yes.
life.
Yeah.
Haley Ellis, how do you deal with a rude house guest?
Evict them. That's what I do.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Grab them by the
Goodbye.
collar, the scruff of the neck, and throw them out of the door like
Give them the
Moses Whack.
notice, and I'll put the rent up. There you go. Problem solved.
Okay.
Thank you, producer Will.
Thank you.
This is the Haley and Alison Show live here on Backchannel, the only place you can interact with hosts live via your Echo. Get involved with the show. Coming up in the next hour, we are going to be playing our competitive game of True or False, which you can get involved with. Myself and Alison go head to head. We're going to be talking about the new Beatles documentary, which everyone is talking about at the minute. And we're going to be talking about the documentary of our own lives, which I'm sure will be more interesting than it sounds. We're going to be playing Guess the Celebrity as well. We're going to give you a series of clues, and we would like you to guess who we are talking about. And at the end of the show, as always here, we like to give you a little fact you can take away and think about for the rest of the day. Nothing too traumatizing, by the way. That sounds worse than what it is. Oh my God, I can't get that off my mind. Fun fact. It's a fun fact.
It's
That's
a fun one. You can
It's
share it with
fun.
people. You can tell people
Yeah.
about it. It's a good conversation starter.
Yes, that would have been a better thing to say than something that's going to be on your mind all day. Listen, it's time for True or False. Myself and Alison, we get very competitive on this. It's a simple game of True or False, which you can get involved with if you are watching or listening. If you're watching us on an Echo show, the command to give to your device is the word "say," followed by your guess. So you'd say the name of your device, followed by the word "say," followed by your guess. Dead easy. Or if you're listening on an audio-only Echo, head to backchannel.tv. You can type your answer in there. It's as easy as that. Get involved. We would love to hear what you think. True or false? 80s theme today, because it's we're celebrating the release of Thriller, because Thriller was released on this day many moons ago. I think it was 82, we said earlier. Brilliant album. Let's not talk about Michael Jackson. So here we go. Alison, would you like to go first or second?
You know what? I'm feeling good. I'd like to go first. Will you ask me the first true or false? This is also the easiest game to get involved with, everyone. So please jump on in. Haley is very competitive. She also has a real natural gift when it comes to true or false, if I may say. She really, I don't know what it is, but it's like you feel the correct answer, even if you don't know it. So if you're out there, help me, not Haley. All right, I'm ready, Haley. First true or false question. Let's do it.
The song Manic Monday, sung by the Bangles, was written by Prince. Is it true or is it false?
Well, I mean, Prince, I think, helped a lot of people write a lot of songs, and it is really catchy. I could believe that. I could believe that Prince helped them write that. I'm going to say true. I believe it is true. Prince has a very good ability of writing catchy tunes, and Manic Monday was up there. I'm going to say it is true. I believe Manic Monday, sung by the Bangles, was written by Prince. I'm saying true. Final answer.
They had some great tunes, the Bangles. They also did a Eternal Flame, was it that?
Oh, I wanted to sing it so bad, but again, I can't sing on air, but
We go. Wait,
Eternal Flame is beautiful. Close
Walk
your
Like an
eyes. Give me
Egyptian?
your hand.
Yeah,
So good.
loads of bangers. Bang, bang, bang. Maybe not as good now, but here we go.
Did
The
they do
song
Walk
Manic
Like an Egyptian?
Yeah,
Egyptian, they
they
did
did.
that one too? Yeah,
They
yeah.
did. Absolute classic. But the song Manic Monday was sung by the Bangles. Was it written by Prince? Alison says true. I can reveal, Alison, it was completely true. Yes. Prince only recorded a demo of the song as a duet with Apollina before offering it to the Bangles, who recorded it at the same studio. I'd love to hear Prince's versions of the songs he wrote, wouldn't you?
Oh, completely, because you know it's gonna have that Prince feel to it that you're like, "Ooh." That's why even when I think of Manic Monday, I was like, I could see Prince writing this song as more of like a heartfelt, real, and then they're like, "Hey, let's make it fun and poppy. Hey, Manic Monday actually is a depressing title." But anyway, yeah, I totally believe that. It makes me happy. Prince wrote it, everyone.
There you go. You get a point, Alison. It is now time for my question. Do you have one for me?
I do. All right. Haley, true
Yes.
or false? The reggae group UB40, known for its hit song Red Red Wine, got its name from a British unemployment form. So, the reggae group UB40, known for its hit song Red Red Wine, got its name from a British unemployment form. So, I think they were
Um,
applying for
do you know what? That would be a great story, wouldn't it? If you're a band, you're like, how do you get that name? Because that sounds like a form you'd fill in, because you have to
a
do your
UB40. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, because you have your P45.
The whole band got
Uh,
together, they all filled out their UB40s, and then they were like, "Maybe this is our group name." Yeah.
yeah, P45. We have forms like that you have to do. P46. I've never heard of UB40 though. Part of me is thinking it's true, but then it's that ridiculous it could be false. I'm going to go false. So the question was, if you are just joining us here on the Haley and Alison Show, the reggae group UB40, known for its hit song Red Red Wine, got its name from a British unemployment form. If you know the answer to that, now is your time to get in touch. The command to give to your device if you are watching on an Echo show is your device name followed by the word say, followed by your guess. Or hop onto backchannel.tv, type your guess in there, let us know what you think the answer is. You've got 2 seconds before I have to make my decision. Help me out. I'm going to go false.
You're gonna go false?
I'm going to go false, yeah.
Okay, well, for all of you listening right now, filling out your UB40 forms, let's let Haley know that unfortunately it is true.
I knew
I'm
it. I
so
should have
sorry.
gone with me guts.
Trust
That
your gut.
is
This is what we learn in True or False. The initials UB stood for unemployment benefit, and 40 was the number of the form. Yeah, was the form number.
Should have gone with my gut. True
Hey.
or false here on the Haley and Alison Show. Alison is winning by 1 point. Alison, true
Yes.
or false?
I'm
Tina Turner, what a gal. Tina Turner sang License to Kill for the James Bond film soundtrack. Is that true or is it false? Tina Turner sang License to Kill for the James Bond film soundtrack. What are you saying?
I love Tina. I feel like I know a lot of her. I went through a period where I listened to a lot of stuff. I'm going to say false. Something tells me false. I don't think she did. So, Tina Turner sang License to Kill for the James Bond film soundtrack. For all of you who are James Bond film fans, I'm sorry. Obviously, I'm giving away. I do not know all the details. I apologize to the franchise fanatics, but I'm going to say no, false. Tina Turner did not sing License to Kill. That is my final answer.
Well, yes, of course it's false, Alison. It's quite an easy question, really, which I'm annoyed you got. It was Gladys Knight who sung the track, and it was released in 1989 for the movie. But there you go. Easy question for you, Alison. Seems a bit convenient, that, but there we go.
Well, you just wait, because the next one we got coming up right here, if you get this one wrong, I am disappointed in you as a baby of the 80s. Here we go. True or false, Haley? I don't mean to put that on you right away. This is a healthy, lovely, no, it's competitive. All right, here we go. Madonna's first album, true or false, Haley? Madonna's first album was Like a Virgin. Is that true or is it false?
Oh, it's false. It's the Immaculate Collection, wasn't it? It wasn't Like a Virgin. I know that for sure.
Your first album. Yeah. Okay. So you're
I'm
saying
pretty
that's.
sure it was the Immaculate Collection.
Let's see. If there's any Madonna fans, I'm sure there are.
Madonna, if you're listening, she's probably too busy taking pictures of her in fishnets in a hotel room. But if you're listening, let us know. It's false. It's got to be 100% false. False.
You're correct. It is false. Madonna's first album was not Like a Virgin. Her first album, which was self-titled and featured the hit song Holiday, was released in 1983. That was her very first album, which is funny because I would have thought her first album was just called Madonna. All I remember on the cassette tape was Madonna. Yeah, so I didn't even know.
Producer Will, can you find that out for us? We'd like to know the name of Madonna's first album. I think it's the Immaculate Collection.
I think it was just Madonna. I might be wrong, but
let's fight and find out. And the winner, who has Producer Will's going to find that out for us now.
I can name tracks off the album. Borderline.
Oh, here
Lucky
he is.
Star. Yeah.
Great.
Yes, Madonna.
Yes.
Madonna.
Her first
it's called
album.
Madonna.
It's called Madonna. It does say in the answer. It does say self-titled first album, which is
okay.
Self-titled. Sorry. That had the hit song Holiday. Yeah. Sorry, everyone.
Can you name any more tracks on Madonna, please? Anybody?
Yeah. Okay. So Borderline, Lucky Star, Holiday,
Lucky Star. Yeah.
True Blue. Is that one?
Nope.
No.
Oh, that
There's
was
only
the next
8.
one. I'm Burning Up.
Yeah, Burning Up. Good one.
Yeah.
Ooh, Alison, she's on fire.
I'm trying to think of all the songs that I remember from that. Did she have a Get Into the Groove?
Get Into the Groove. No, I'll give you the rundown. Lucky Star, Borderline, Burning Up, I Know It, Holiday, Think of Me, Physical Attraction, and Everybody.
Physical Attraction. I remember that one. Yes. Can I point out, though, that I knew the third song in a row because I had listened to that album so many times. I was like, what about Borderline? Borderline was in it. It feels like I'm losing my mind. I loved that. That was one of my very first albums. Thank you very much, Producer Will.
Twiller, we've learned a lot about your early music tastes.
I'm telling you.
Sorry, I was just too busy Googling. I was convinced I was right. I don't know where. I was really distracted during that. But
Immaculate Collection came
right.
It came a lot later because she had to make hits before she could have an Immaculate Collection.
Anyway, well done, Alison.
I'm killing. I shouldn't say that, Will. I'll start to lose. All right, let's go. True or false? All right. Next one.
What's the score? Right? What's the score?
Well, so far the score is 2-0 for me.
Okay. 2-0? I've just got that one right.
No, you didn't.
Right. I did. I got the Madonna's first album wasn't.
Okay, I want to apologize. We're at 2-1. 2-1 for Haley.
Sorry there. If you're listening, it's a breakfast show that's very highly competitive. You're like, what have we tuned into? Just two people shouting at each other about Madonna. Yes, you have. I take winning very, very seriously. We're playing True or False. Get involved if you are listening, watching. The command to give to your device is your device's name followed by the word say and whatever you would like to tell us. Or if you're on an audio-only device and you can't look at our beauty at the moment, we're being sarcastic. Head over to backchannel.tv on your phone. You can get involved with the guesses that way. Here we go. Alison, it's an 80s theme quiz if you've just joined us. The group Europe, a one-hit wonder with the final countdown, actually came from Europe. Is that true or is it false? The group Europe, who had the hit song The Final Countdown, they actually came from Europe. True or false? What are you saying?
True or false? I'm going to say false only because I remember that song being played consistently on North American radio. And I'm not saying that European groups weren't. But even when I think
they do like to play their own.
They do like to play their own. So I'm going to say that is false. I think the group Europe with the one-hit wonder, The Final Countdown, did not come from Europe. I don't think they did. I think that is a false statement.
Alison is saying false, but what do you think? Let us know here on the Haley and Alison Show. We're playing True or False. The group Europe, who had the hit song The Final Countdown, actually came from Europe. Alison is saying that is false. I can tell you, Alison, you are completely incorrect. It was true.
Oh, really? They were from Europe?
Yeah. So members of the group came from a suburb of Stockholm in Sweden.
Wow,
There
look at
you
that. You
have it.
learn
I
something
would,
every
yeah,
day.
I would have thought America, but there you go.
Yeah,
Right,
that's
we're in
that's
deadlock now. If I get this right, have I won?
then you if you
Oh,
that's right.
okay.
Okay.
Right, okay.
It's not exciting. It's
It's not
not as
exciting.
exciting. Here we go. True or false? Oh my god, I love this song so much and this movie. The song Flashdance, What a Feeling, which is my number one karaoke tune, just so you know, everyone. Flashdance, What a Feeling won an Oscar for Best Music Original Score.
Okay.
Song Flashdance, What a Feeling won an Oscar for Best Music Original Score, sang by Irina Cara. Go on.
I do actually know the answer to this, but before I tell you the right answer, Alison, very confident. You just reminded me of karaoke songs. So when I was at university, I had a friend of mine who used to always sing every week. So it was Thursday night, it was karaoke at university bar, and every week he'd sing "Hello" by Lionel Richie, right? And people got sick of it to the point that one week when he sung it, someone went. So he said the opening line. He went "Hello," and someone went "Not again," and just screamed it, which is my favourite thing ever. Not again! Every week. So yes, yeah, it's true. I know that's true.
It won the Oscar for Best Original
Yeah.
Score. And Haley, so I got distracted. I didn't even look at the answer because I was just thinking about singing karaoke. Haley, you are absolutely correct. The song Flashdance, What a Feeling won an Oscar for Best Music Original Score, composed by Giorgio Moroder and sung by Irene Cara. The song won an Oscar in 1984.
Of course it did. It's an absolute belter. I did know that one. Great song. I mean, it's not a great feeling to tie, but I'll take it. We'll take it.
Are we going to leave it at a tie? Is that
We're
what we're
going to
doing
leave it as
today?
a tie.
Yeah.
We'll leave it as a tie. We'll be here all day. Listen, you are listening to or watching us as well. Hello, good morning. It is the Haley and Alison show here on Backchannel. Get involved with the show. Hop onto backchannel.tv on your phone. You can get in touch with us that way. Or the easiest way, if you're watching via an Echo show, is the command say, followed by whatever you would like to tell us this morning. And if you are watching, I do apologise. I've got a bit of a mascara build up under my eye. Beautiful that. You don't see that on This Morning, do you? Or the breakfast shows that they have in the States. They're always immaculate. Joe, I couldn't do a proper breakfast show TV like in America, and they just look amazing. They're wearing heels. Like I walk like a dog on its hind legs in heels. Like they're wearing suit jackets. They've got immaculate hair. Like no matter what I do to myself of a morning, Alison, I never look presentable.
Yeah, but look, they've got a team behind them, Haley. Okay, all they have to do is rock up, show up, and then people are like, "Do you want a coffee? Let me do your hair. Let me put on your makeup. Haley, we would be perfect too if we had a team behind us at all times. Absolutely. You think Holly Willoughby wakes up like that? No. You think presenters in America wake up? No. It takes a village, Haley.
Yeah, I do. Well, you've good point, Alison. Very good point. Listen, if you would
Yeah.
like to be on my makeup team, get involved. Let me know.
You'd like to be on the village, part of the village.
The command to give to your device. You're listening to the Haley and Alison show here live on Backchannel, the only place to listen and interact with your host live via your Echo. Get involved with the show. Coming up now, we're going to be chatting about the Beatles documentary. We're going to be having a game of Guess the Celebrity, and we're going to be giving you a fun fact to take away for the rest of the day. We have shows here all day on Backchannel, so stick around for the rest of the day and get involved with them. Liv Harrison is coming up next with her show Live Every Day. Then we've got producer Will is back with lovely Kate Cocker at 9 till 10, and 12 till 2 it's the Anthony Davis show, and at 2 till 4 it's your pal Hal with Hal Rudnick. Get involved. We're the only place you can interact with hosts live via your device. It is fun to do so, and we love to hear from you. Beatles documentary, Alison. Everyone's talking about it at the minute. Have you seen it?
No, but I know, what is it? It's a 3-part series, I think, and each episode is, 2 hours long? So really it could have been 6 to 7 episodes, but they've just gone 3 very long episodes. But it is I was hearing it is very fascinating. You know, they show a lot of, Paul just, riffing and kinda playing around, and that's how he found some of the songs. So you really do get a lot of, actual authentic Beatle footage and background. Yeah, I mean, you're literally right by.
I live in Liverpool now, which if you didn't know, why you obviously haven't spoke to any Scousers, but that's where the Beatles are from Liverpool. Yeah, so you can go there and visit where the Cavern, which is where they obviously used to play back in the day and things like that. But yeah, Get Back. It's a 3-part series. It's based around 56 hours of film that's remained unseen for half a century. I do really want to watch it. I haven't had a chance to yet because I've heard so many wonderful things, like you say, about them creating songs and about how they were as characters. And apparently Paul comes across very, very well on them. But do you remember? Apparently, like them songs have come to them in dreams before in the past. Have you heard this?
You know what? I'd love that. I think that's a great idea. I think an artist's brain is always working, and I think sometimes we get in our own way. So I'm not surprised that maybe they thought of some stuff while they were sleeping. That subconscious was like, here it is. Here's what you're trying to create. Get out of your head and just listen to your heart. I wouldn't be surprised. Will?
Yeah.
Hello. A big part of the hello.
Sorry, do you want to just listen to you eat, producer Will? Is that what you're like,
No,
you know
not
what?
eating.
I'd love them to hear this. What's...
So sorry, you put me off. A big part of the documentary is about them. So it's about them recording "Let It Be," which is their last album, and then they go and play that famous show like on the roof of Savile Row or whatever it is. And there's a great bit in this article that I read about how the cops were like, we don't know what to do. We're not shutting down this Beatles performance on the roof. Where do you want to play? Where are you doing comedy? Are you going to do comedy on the roof?
Well, do you know what? It wouldn't surprise me because of Corona. We've done comedy in beer gardens. It wouldn't surprise me if they had us on a roof. Stacey's just said, "Good morning, Alison." Where's my hello, Stacey? Hello. Where's mine?
Well, yeah, maybe she just missed me because I wasn't here yesterday. Maybe that's all that it is. Good morning, Stacey. We're talking the Beatles documentary. We're learning. Honestly, the Beatles, amazing. Will, have you watched it then? Have you watched some of this documentary?
I mean, there's a lot to get through.
Yeah. It's so 1 million hours and 3 episodes.
It is 1 million hours, but I've only seen the first bit, but it's dead good.
I've just Googled it. Sorry, it was the melody to Yesterday that Paul McCartney said he had in a dream. He woke up, stumbled to the piano by his bedside and just worked out the chords. So he's wrote one of the absolute classics of all time from a dream. I had a dream about toast yesterday.
Which is a classic, though. It is toast is always a classic.
And this is what they would do. They'd have the melody in their head, and then they'd be like, "Oh, we'll just make the words up like as they go." So they'd just be like, they'd just like make up.
That sounds like noises. A classic.
They'd be like, "Oh, something about cauliflower," and then and then they just fit the words in as they came.
I just want you to know, everyone. We just heard Will scat for the first time.
Yeah, not the last. Not the last time before the end of the year, my friends.
Oh, I love it, Will.
This documentary is called Get Back, Will. What would be the documentary of your life be called?
It would be called The Amazing Will Dahl.
Yeah.
It would be called Producing Producer Will. That's what it would be called. That's such a good title.
Producing Producer Will. That's a great title.
Yeah. What would yours be called, Ali?
Well, because I have been a comedian now for 21 years, the documentary of my life would probably be called "I Normally Don't Find Girls Funny." That would be because I have heard that I normally don't like the girls. Well, thank you very much. You're real funny for a girl. So I normally don't find girls funny or real funny for a girl
would also be another one.
Yeah.
We do get that an awful lot. You know what? I usually don't find women funny, but I enjoyed you. It's like a staple in 2021. It's very depressing.
Terrible.
Yes. But yeah, that's a good title, that, Alison. Mine, I think I'd call it "Give Up on Your Dreams Early, Get a Real Job."
Oh, but Haley, you're living your dream right now.
Yeah, I am. I mean, I did say nightmare, but yeah.
And are you like featuring as yourselves, or are you like, are we casting people to play you?
Well, it's funny you should mention that, Will, because I would get someone who looked like me a lot. So probably someone like Giselle or Gigi.
Yeah, okay.
Just someone who really looked like me. So maybe Cara Delevingne. Someone like Cameron Diaz.
I can see that.
Just someone as close as possible. That would be good. What about you? Who would play you?
Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Possibly a bit old, but I can see the resemblance. Brad and I.
Yeah. I mean,
Sure.
That's
your
what I was
camera is
thinking.
blurring, but yeah.
Yeah.
Alison,
I
what
was
about you?
I was thinking because I was like, well, it would be me throughout the year, so I don't know the young actresses that I would have play young Allison. They would have
Oh,
to
that's
be
a good point, yeah.
timid and cry a lot. That's the main casting requirement if you're going to play young Allison, timid and cries a lot. For later years, I would definitely cast. I mean, come on, everyone. If you don't see it, look, if you're not seeing us on the visual, Ricky Lake is who I would cast to play
Mhm.
myself. I think if you have a little bit of a Ricky Lake look, I would also cast maybe Michelle Visage. I think Michelle
Oh
Visage
yeah, I
could
can see
pull
that.
off. Yeah, thank you. And whatever actress played Velma in the latest Scooby Doo film, whoever
Yeah.
that is. So that would probably,
Sarah
yeah.
Palin.
Sarah Palin could play me. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Later years.
Get that in. Later
I like,
years.
I like
Yeah.
the idea that it's like have you seen The Crown on Netflix and they have a different person to play
That's
the
exactly
queen
it.
in every,
Yeah.
yeah, I like that.
Because we are a different person.
Mm.
Every decade, you are a different person. Your 20s, your party, your 30s, you're trying to get it together. It starts. Your 40s is when you start to question all your life choices again. And from what I hear, your 50s are when it gets to be good again. So there we go. There are your
Right.
decades, everyone. Yeah.
Also, what I do you know when people write an autobiography? I could never write an autobiography because I can't remember stuff that happened yesterday. Like if I had to recount my school years, I'd be like, I don't know. I
You're
don't
barely
know.
there, barely paid
Yeah.
attention.
No, I really didn't. Clearly, that's why I did comedy for a living. But yes, I bet I barely can remember yesterday, but I can remember all the
Also, a good Beatles song yesterday.
Yeah.
which
All
Paul
your
McCartney wrote.
troubles seem so far
In
away.
a
Yeah.
dream. There you go. Producer Will, thank you for that. We are
Thank
talking the documentary of your life. If you're listening and let us know what the documentary of your life would be called. The command to give to your device is the word say, followed by your answer. Or hop onto backchannel.tv. Let us know what the documentary of your life would be called. Stacey, if you've got the title of your documentary, then let us know. We are here until 8 a.m. on Backchannel. It's the Haley and Alison show. We're talking about the story of our lives, like One Direction did in that song. Classic. Absolute
I
classic.
can't sing. I always have to remember, don't sing. Stacey, you wrote in Lindy. Is that the name of your documentary, or is Lindy a famous person that I don't know? God, I'm so out
There
of
is
the
a
loop.
famous Lindy, but I'm American, but I can't think at
Is
the
this
moment.
another person that you think could play me? I'm gonna look her up, and obviously she's gonna be a blonde bomb in a bikini, and that's who should play me.
Do you know what? I get distracted by myself watching myself back, Alison, because I get more and more dishevelled as the show goes on. That's the level at the moment. Documentaries, not documentaries, even stories of like autobiographies. I always skip through the bits when they're a kid. I find them boring. Get to the bit when they're famous. That's what I want to
Yeah,
know.
this is true.
There you go. That is the Beatles' new documentary. Check it out now. Apparently, it's very, very good. If you've got 500 hours, Mindy, that's who she's saying. Stacey is saying Mindy. From Mork and Mindy, I presume. Very good show. Robin Williams. What was Mindy's name? Yeah, Mindy. There we go. Now it is time for Guess the Celebrity here on the Haley and Alison show. We're going to read out a series of clues, and we would like you to guess who we are talking about. If it's a celebrity, that's a massive clue. It's not just a normal person. It's not like, oh, she's talking about Brenda who works in the shop. Celebrities. We're going to be giving you questions. We would like you to guess. Get your guesses in. You can win a song from Alison June Smith. It's a rollover, so you win 2 songs. And they are equally as classical as the Beatles, allegedly. No one has ever said. So we're going to give you 10 facts for this celebrity. See how quickly you can guess it. Good morning. We hope you are well this morning. Here we go. Guess the celebrity. Their first appearance was in a feature film, which was Coach Carter in 2005. Although big clue, it's a he did have a few scenes in an episode of CSI Miami in 2004. Every celebrity has been in CSI at some point, haven't they?
Yeah, well, of course they have, because there's so many episodes of it that, like, every actor who's ever existed at some point is gonna be in a CSI episode.
Oh, CSI. So this doesn't narrow it down at all. But their first appearance was in Coach Carter. That was a film that was out in 2005. And they did have a few scenes in an episode of CSI in 2004. But who is the celebrity? Get your guesses in. Give us another clue, Ali.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
you told them the first one. I was focusing a little bit on the song. I won't the top one, born 1980.
Oh,
You
I
said that
didn't.
one?
I didn't. I apologize. Go
Yeah,
on, Ali.
the celebrity was born in 1980 in Alabama, so he's 41 years old right now. Born in Alabama. His past jobs include working as a mortgage broker. Oh, I didn't know that. Being a model for Abercrombie Fitch. Yeah, Fitch. I can believe that. And other big brands, and selling perfume and credit cards, though not at the same time. He also
Would
used to
you
work
like
at
a
a
squirt of a perfume and take out 0% interest-free credit?
well, what the perfume is it's actually it drugs you, so you just say yes. Yes, I will take the credit card. Yes, I will take my credit. His other past jobs, oh my god. The when we say who the celebrity is, just the imagery of this, he used to work at a puppy nursery? Oh, come on. Which sounds like an absolute dream, but speaking to Vanity Fair, he said, "I worked at a puppy kitty nursery, but it was incredible. I got to play with dogs all day, give them medication, and take care of them when they're puppies. Oh, it's the best stage. Oh my god, I want
I'd
to work in
love
a
to
puppy
do that. And
nursery."
that's surely you're the happiest person in the world if you're surrounded by little puppies all day.
Ugh. I mean, how could you be sad? Oh, Stacy
Mm.
has a guess. Stacy's jumped in. Stacy's saying Tim Conway. All right, good guess, Stacy.
Mm.
We'll keep that in the filing. Tim Conway. Haley, let's give us some more details about this person. Some
Okay.
more hints.
Yeah, I mean, Stacey, I don't think that's going to be right because I've just Googled it and Tim Conway actually died in 2019. But good guess. Oh, it could be him still, though. Actually, we're not said he's still alive, have we? Oh, he is still alive. Yeah. But keep guessing, Stacey. Thank you for your guess, and you will win a song from Alison June Smith, regardless, because we're trying to give them away this morning, Stacey. He used to work at a puppy farm. He is 41 currently. He's born in Alabama. His first appearance in a feature film was in Coach Carter. But who is the celebrity? Stacey's had a guess there, Tim Conway. Get your guesses in. Now the command to give to your device is the word say, or hop onto backchannel.tv on your phone. Get your guess in that way. This celebrity, he made the transition from modeling to acting because he did not find modeling challenging enough for him. Oh, it's only pretty people who can say that.
I know.
It's
So
only pretty people.
I need more challenge. Do you? I need plastic surgery. So
yeah. I need more challenge. No, do you know what I need is a facial reconstruction. Yeah, they used to be a model. They're always models, aren't they, that get into acting? And it's annoying when they're pretty and can act as well. Anyway, let's not be bitter. I am available for both modeling, hand modeling only. Hands. I've got great hands. Here we go. He was paid $400. Oh, this is a great fact. He was paid $400 to appear as a bartender in Ricky Martin's She Bangs music video in 2000 when he was 20. I did not know that. Did you?
I didn't know that either. She bang, she bang. I had no idea. But I'm not surprised. I would want this celebrity in every video. All right, moving on. Those are my
I went to
personal
a Ricky
feelings.
Martin concert, Alison.
Did
Have I told
you?
you this? Yeah.
No.
And I don't know if this is appropriate for breakfast radio, but someone shouted something very funny out in the crowd. So I can probably get away with it. But please don't report us if I can't. Do you know what? I'm not going to risk it. Get took off the air for what someone shouted at a Ricky Martin concert, but it was very, very funny. Ricky Martin was a really good concert, actually. I really enjoyed it.
I bet you. Well, he's living La Vida Loca, right? He's gonna give you all he's got at that moment. He strikes me as a performer that would truly, at every show, just want to entertain people. I think there are some artists that, they're very talented. They're artistes. They're about their art. Ricky strikes me as a type of person that his main concern is the audience having a good time. Am I right?
Yes, I mean, and
Yeah.
he did harp on about peace a lot, a bit too much, to be honest with you. We just wanted to
Yeah.
hear She Bangs and Live in La Vida Loca, so just move it on, Ricky.
I love so much, and he's like, it's all about peace now. She bang, she bang.
Yeah. was talking about the environment stuff. We're like, just live in La Vida Loca, please, Licky. But there you go. This celebrity was paid £400, $400 even, to appear as a bartender in Ricky Martin She Bangs music video when he was 20. Who is the celebrity? Get your guesses in. The command to give to your device is the word say, like Stacey has done, or hop onto backchannel.tv. Get your guesses in that way. Here we go. Another clue. His favourite childhood film was The Goonies. Of course it was. It's a brilliant one.
It is. The Goonies is, I mean, it's so classic. If you've never watched The Goonies, I'd like to recommend it. It is a coming of age film that I think just warms everyone's hearts. There are so many great, lovely characters. I'm not surprised that he loved this 80s flick because I do too. Do you love The Goonies?
Of course I love The Goonies, Alison. It's an absolute classic.
Yeah.
Absolute brilliant film. Although problematic when you watch it in 2021, some of the things they say.
Well, look, everything with a grain of salt. We go back in time. Our political awareness was not what it is now. Our PC-ness was not what it is now. So I think we have to watch these movies with our new filters in, and we'll let them get away with it. But as far as the film is concerned, look, a beautiful tale, a lovely tale, and youth and your dreams, and don't let them go. I might cry. Let's carry on. It was lovely.
Carry on. So who is the celebrity we're talking about? We know that he appeared in a Ricky Martin music video. His first film was in Coach Carter in 2005. He used to be a model, and he also worked in a puppy nursery. If you can get it from the puppy nursery alone, I'd be very surprised. But who is the celebrity we're talking about? Get your guesses in. The command to give to your device is the word say, followed by your guess, or hop on to backchannel.tv. Get your guesses in that way. We'll give you a few more clues before the reveal. During her appearance on the Ellen DeGeneres show, he revealed his biggest fear is porcelain dolls. I just think they're really super freaky. They have like real eyes and they look real, he said. I agree. I cannot stand them. Horrible.
They're terrifying thing, because those little porcelain eyes, they follow you everywhere. That's what's scary about those dolls. Stacey said she's going to be spending the day with your mom. I you know what, Stacey, I love that you brought that up.
My mom? Oh, no, her mom.
With her mom. Her mom. Don't worry.
My mom never told me.
Wow. Because my mom used to have porcelain dolls downstairs in our basement. Stacey, I don't know if your mom collects things, but my mom had porcelain dolls. And I hated it because no matter where I went, it just looked like these little dolls. And I watch a lot of horror movies too. So in my mind, I'm sure I was like, once I go to bed, these dolls are dancing or doing something. But yeah, porcelain dolls, absolutely terrifying.
They're always in horror movies as well. Like there's not a horror movie without a porcelain doll in. So that is why they're terrifying, because we've grown up with them. It's like a staple. Other things in horror movies that are staples are like what are they called outside the wind chimes? They're always in horror movies.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
There's wind chimes. There's problems are brewing. But there you go. This celebrity doesn't like porcelain dolls. But who is the celebrity? We are playing Guess the Celebrity here on the Hayley and Alison Show, live on Backchannel, the only place to listen, watch, and interact with us via your device. If you have a guess of who the celebrity is, like Stacey has, the command to give to your device is the word say. You'd say the name of your device, the word say, followed by your guess. It's as easy as that. Or hop onto backchannel.tv if you're listening on an audio only echo. Get your guesses in that way. We'll give you a few more clues. This is an easy clue. So if you don't get it, if you haven't got it already, I think you'll get it from this one. This celebrity was married to actress and dancer Jenna Dewan, who he met on the set of a movie that they were both in. But who is the celebrity? It's a little jingle, that. Who is the celebrity?
We love it. We got our first jingle. It happened organically, just like Beatles songs.
It's exactly like a Beatles song, Alison. You're completely correct there. Where's my 3-part documentary?
It's coming. It's coming. Don't you worry, babes. It's coming.
Will said, obviously, the Beatles documentary is set up on a rooftop, which is where they did the final performance. And he was asking what venues myself and Alison have played. I mean, what's the worst venue you've ever played? We're stand-up comedians, by the way. We're not musicians. But what's the worst venue you've ever played, Ali? Have you got one?
A bowling alley.
Well, that's pretty bad. You weren't in front of the bowl. You weren't in front of the Skittles, were you? and you were
No,
trying to do your set.
we were in a side room, but you could literally hear the bowling and the pins being knocked down the entire time. So that's up there for one of the worst ever. Because it would be like you'd hear someone have a strike and people would cheer. You'd just be setting up a joke. Or one time I did a joke and they cheered right at the end of the joke, like right when the punchline came, and I was like, "Well, those people are getting it. I don't know what your problem is in here, everyone." It was, but yeah, that was one of the worst I ever did. What about you, Haley? One of the worst venues?
I mean, I think some of the worst ones you ever do are the ones where they're not set up correctly. So I did one, it was a few Christmases ago, and I still get nightmares about it. So it was in a Hard Rock Cafe restaurant, and everyone was eating their dinner. They weren't aware there was comedy on, and they just
Oh.
plonked me downstairs. So there's people looking 2 floors down at me, just eating their pizza, and burgers. Like, who's that woman? And I was trying to do jokes, and it was just awful. I was just watching people eat and wonder why I was there. Did that for charity as well, by the way, so I am a good person,
You
even
are.
though it's caused me a lot of pain since remembering it. This is a Haley and Alison show. We're playing Guess a Celebrity. Get involved. Get your guesses in. Give us a last clue, Ali.
All right, our last clue, and this is a good one. I hope this tops it off. Chosen by People magazine as the sexiest man alive in 2012. He was the first person born in the 1980s to have been given the title. Yeah, he was the person born in the 80s to be given that title. Oh, in brackets, and thus could be considered the first millennial to have been given it. Ooh, first millennial to be given the title Sexiest Man Alive, 2012.
Who is the
Ooh.
celebrity, though? Get your guesses in. The command to give to your device is the word say. Or hop onto backchannel.tv. Get your guesses in now. Stacey is currently in the winning because she's made a guess to win a personalised song from Alison June-Smith. In 10 seconds, we are going to reveal what the answer is. So if you'd like to take part before then do so. Coming up very shortly, we're going to be giving you a fun fact to take away for the rest of the day. Because here at the Haley and Alison Show, we're very, very giving. We like to give you something to take away you can share with your friends in work or your family, or just keep it to yourself if it's not for you. So the answer, the celebrity who we were talking about, is, of course, Alison.
Channing Tatum.
Channing
Yes.
Tatum, yes. And the reason he is our celebrity today, he is preparing for his last dance in Magic Mike 3. Magic Mike 3 has been confirmed. It's the one where they are in the retirement home. So get involved in that. It will be carers undressing them at this point in a room. But yeah, Magic Mike 3 is coming out. So that's why we decided to go with Channing Tatum. Are you a fan of the Channing?
I am a fan of the Channing. I think he is, look, it's not just about, obviously he's a very good looking man, but I mean, he's an incredible dancer, everyone. I mean, he really is. And I don't know if you ever saw it. I forget what it was, but there was a TV show in the States, and his wife, Jenna, and him, they had to do sort of a dance from separate movies. So she actually did his very first Magic Mike dance for him. So Pony, that the song Genuine's Pony.
Yeah.
So she recreated his whole dance and did it. Yeah, it did the whole thing for him, and it was amazing. And it was so funny to watch these two people. I mean, they're both incredibly attractive, excellent dancers. And yeah, I mean, yeah, I think he's great. I think he's very funny whenever I've seen him in certain movies. I loved him in This Is the End, a Seth Rogen flick. Very funny in that, even though he had only a small little cameo part. He's so good looking, and yet he can still pull off these funny little bits, which, sometimes beautiful people don't get the chance to do. And I think he's really shown his gifts.
Speaking of beautiful people, here's
Oh,
Here he
I thought somebody called my name. Thanks, Haley. My sister,
Yes.
she's 5 years older than me, and when she went away to university, she had a giant, huge, like A1 Channing Tatum poster from one of the films he was in. It wasn't like one of the not so well known ones, I think, and.
Right.
It was great. It was a good poster. He looked down on her while she was sleeping, like some kind of guardian angel from his poster above the bed. It was great. Step Up, is he in Step Up the movies? Is that him?
I wonder if he is in Step Up.
I'll Google it. He does a lot of dancing, doesn't he?
He is an exceptional. I bet you he's been trained. He had to have been trained. If he isn't a trained dancer, I will eat my shirt.
Sure,
No, I will not.
you can't book that many kind of like dancing movies without having at least some kind of dance training.
Training.
Yeah, Step Up 3D, Step Up Revolution. Oh my goodness, there's loads.
Look at that. You're so good that you knew that right away.
Thank you. I'm gonna have Step Up as my favorite Channing Tatum movie.
Oh, it is good.
Thank you, Will. Yeah, the answer was Channing Tatum. Thank you for taking part. Stacey, you were the closest because you had a guest day. So you win the song from Alison June Smith that she is going to sing for you in a reasonable, quickly amount of time. And I haven't let her prepare. So in three, Alison. In two. In one. Here's your personalised song, Stacey.
Hey, Stacey, you are so smart. You know all of your art. We tried to stump you, but this we can't do. Thank you, Stacey, for being so true, playing our game.
I mean, it's still going.
Thank you, Cave. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's it. That's everything, Stacey.
Stacey, we never said it would be good, Stacey. We said it would happen. There was your personalised song. We hope you enjoy that and can take that away for the rest of the day. You are listening to the Hayley and Alison Show live here on Backchannel. We are here until 8 a.m. Coming up after us is the Liv Harrison Show. Liv every day. She's here 8 till 9. Producer Will be back with Kate Cocker from 9 till 10. It's the Anthony Davis Show, 12 till 2. And at 2 till 4, it's your pal, Hal, with Hal Rudnick. Get involved in those shows. We're here all day. Let us know where you are in the world. Let us know where you're listening from. And let us know what you're up to for the rest of the day on this. I was going to say sunny Tuesday, but it's not. We're in the UK. It is very, very miserable outside, very icy. We've had a bit of a snow day here in the UK this week. What about you, Alison? What are you up to for the rest of the day?
The rest of the day today, I have a couple of phone meetings with some people. Always nice. And I think I'm going to start prepping the house for when the Christmas decorations come down. They haven't come down from the loft yet, from the attic, everyone. But I do believe I'm going to start clearing the space for where the tree would go, just kind of reorganizing, getting ready, pre-plan for Christmas. Because I want to get the decorations up soon. I just do. I just feel like I need a little cheer in my life. And because tomorrow is December, I think we're allowed to jump right in. In December, you're allowed to jump right in, aren't you?
Yeah, like Elton John said, you can step into Christmas, Alison. You can do that. Yeah, it makes you feel happier. Listen, I don't like these people who get moaned at for putting the decorations up in November. It's been a difficult time. It's been a difficult time for a lot of us past 2 years. If putting your decorations up in September makes you happy, let them do it. Let them do it. Yeah, I need to do that as well. I've got such a busy week this week, so I'm like, I really want to put the decorations up, but I haven't got time. My daughter's nearly 2, so she's 2 in February. So at the minute she hasn't sort of understand what Christmas is. So I can get away with not putting them up yet.
Yeah.
I can also get away with not doing Elf on the Shelf at the minute, which I'm very relieved about.
You got another year or 2 of that, Hayley, and then get ready. Start making notes now of all the great Elf on the Shelf places you've seen people hide. Just prep yourself now. You got a couple years to prep. That's what you got to do.
I've got enough on my plate without thinking what a fictional doll has to do every morning. Do you know, I don't even remember what I have to do every morning, let alone thinking, oh God, I need to put the doll in some flour that's going to spell out hello. But yeah, if you've got any Elf on the Shelf tips for me, then do let me know, because I am dreading it when that starts. So yeah, I need to do some. Stacey said, jump right into Christmas. Yes, Stacey, we will be jumping right into Christmas. Oh, here's producer Will again.
Oh, here he is again.
Oh, here he is.
Oh, here's producer Will again. I love that. I'm so glad. Elf on the Shelf freaks me out, and I, for one, am glad that I did not grow up in the time where Elf on the Shelf.
Me too. Me too.
That's weird.
What?
A little doll is watching you and is going to grass on you to Santa Claus.
Yeah. First of all, snitches get stitches. Elf on the Shelf. Second of all, mind your business. Stop wandering around my house.
Stop rooting around. I like
terrifying
that,
is that we're like that doll's moving every night, kids. What'd that doll do last night? After we've just discussed how terrifying dolls are, and yet we're incorporating it into Christmas. Don't let the elf catch you doing it. It's a very scary thing. So I'm glad I didn't grow up with Elf on the Shelf.
I'm just a classic advent calendar kind of guy.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. Just
Tomorrow
give me a bit of chocolate.
You can open the first. It's
I
exciting.
would do Haley. Apart from my mum and dad bought me an advent calendar because I'm still a little boy.
I love you.
But I'm not going to see them until the 3rd, so I don't get it until then.
So you
Oh,
got
but
2
then
days though. Why are you whinging? You got 3 days worth of
Yeah,
chocolate
but
to have in one day.
I've also got no doors to open tomorrow.
You can open your
Aw.
front door, Will. No
And
one's
so
no
what
one's
I'm going to
stopping you.
do is I'm going to put a chocolate bar on my doorstep, close my door, and then open it again and be like, oh, I got a chocolate bar.
It's
I'm
amazing.
going to do that for
Aw.
2 days and hope that
Yeah,
my neighbours don't call somebody
Do you
like the
know,
police.
that
my
is
friend
suspicious
sent
of me.
me, it's only for the last 12 days because you'll see why, but it's a different type of advent calendar. It's a wine advent calendar, and
Oh,
you get
yeah,
a
okay.
like a glass of wine, like a tube of wine, for the 12 days
Tube
leading
of
up to
wine.
a tube of wine, if you will. It looks like it's in a little like scientist tube with a screw on top. It was funny because when my boyfriend poured it out, he was like, "Well, that is not a glass," and I was like, "No, babe, this is like normal people pour. Like this is
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
technical. That is a glass of wine." And he's like, "Really?"
It's
I
like
was like,
250 milliliters or whatever it is.
Yeah,
exactly.
I've seen the glasses your partner pours, and they are goblets.
It's a
You could
bucket,
call them.
really, isn't
It
it?
Yeah, it is
is.
a
It's a
bucket of
mug
wine.
of wine, is what he
A
likes. So,
mug of wine. Stacey says thank you for her song, Alison.
oh, you're welcome,
Ah,
Stacy. I believe this is not the first song, and I hope it is not the last song I sing to you. So, thank you for appreciating my last minute attempts to be like the Beatles. Yeah. Oh,
listen, here on the Haley and Alison show with producer Will, we like to leave you on a fact, a fun fact that you
fun
can
fact.
take away, tell your friends. Although I'm not sure if this is one that you would just bring up into random conversation, because the fact today is more human twins are being born now than ever before. There is your only thing, your little fact to take away. More human twins are being born now than ever before. According to a new study in the journal Human Reproduction, the twinning rate has increased by 1/3 since the 80s, up from 9 to 12 twins per 1,000 deliveries. So there you go. This is going up and up and up. Lots of twins. I would have loved to have twins to get it out the way. 2 kids out the way within one go.
Just one guy. Would you? You would like to have that happen? Then you're done. Then you're
But
done.
just the thought of don't going through it all again. I mean, I'm not saying having 2 children at the same time is easy, because I'm very, very sure it isn't. But it would be nice just to go, right, that's done now. Don't have to think about it again.
It's only one bike ride to the hospital that way, right?
Only one bike ride, yes, to the hospital. Because if you're listening earlier, there was a story about an MP who basically rode on her bike while she was in labour, because she is a stronger woman than I ever was. Give me the drugs. That was me when I was in labour. I wasn't thinking about bike rides. But there you go. More human twins are being born now than ever before. I always used to think I'd love to be a twin, because do you know when they have like the same feelings? One can feel pain when the other one's feeling pain. Have you heard this?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I've heard, and I believe it. I believe twins have a connection, beyond us. I see. I wouldn't want to be a twin only because I feel like there's a chance you lose your identity. Because this is one big thing I learned with twins. If you have twins, you're never supposed to refer to them as the twins this, or dress them the same. You're supposed to really focus on them being individuals, especially if they're identical twins. So I don't know. I don't know if I'd want another Allison June Smith lookalike
There's
walking
only
around.
one
There's
Alison Jude
only
Smith.
one.
Unless you do look like Alison, then get in touch. Maybe we could use you as a replacement for the show. Maybe we could just replace it. I get a lot of people going, "Oh, my friend looks like you." When I do gigs, and sometimes people put pictures up after the gig, and I'll see people going, "Oh, my friend looks like you," and then I look at them, and because they've tagged their friend in, and I think, "Is that what I look like?" Oh, okay.
No.
So it's quite a shock to the system sometimes, some of them. There we go. That was your little fun fact for the day. We are back tomorrow at 6 a.m. I had to think then. It's so early. I forget that we have to get up that early. 6 a.m. Why don't you join us? Probably because you want sleep. But if you have a friend who would enjoy the Haley and Alison show, who's up at 6 a.m. just potting around, tell them to put us on. All they have to do is say open Backchannel, and we are there like magic. Like I say, the show's coming up next. Liv Harrison is coming up next, so stick around for Liv and get involved with her show. And there are shows throughout the whole of the day. Our lovely Will is back later. Will, what have you got planned in your show today?
Yeah, I'm on with the lovely Kay Cocker. You might know from Everyday Positivity. We've got some good news stories. We're going to be chatting even more about the Beatles documentary because Kate's a little bit obsessed with it. It's a bit weird.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And we're going to be playing today's episode of Everyday Positivity just as a little reminder. So it's going to be fun. It's only an hour, so yeah, it's going to be fun.
Great.
There you go. Producer will be back. He is here back again at 9 a.m. With Kate Cocker. Then following that is the Anthony Davis Show. And at 2 till 4, it is your pal Hal, Will Hal Rudnick. We are here Monday to Friday on Backchannel. Get involved in the show. If you have got involved today, like Stacey has, thank you. We appreciate your support. We always love to hear from you. Just nice to hear another voice, isn't it, Ali?
It really is. It really is. Tell your friends. Let your friends know about Backchannel. This is new. This is fun for all of us. And so, we want to grow our Backchannel family listeners. So, especially early morning people. So, if you know any of those early morning people, please join up with us.
We're not even early morning people, Alison.
We are
I've still
not.
got the pillow crease on my head if you're watching on the live screen. I'm trying my best to be more of a morning person, seeing as I'm hosting a morning show. I got up early this morning because my daughter woke me up and watched a bit of kids' TV. Terrifying. Kids' TV is generally scary. But anyway, more on that tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow with all the fun news stories, with a true or false game and some games that you can interact with. So please do. Listen, you all have a lovely rest of the day. Take care of yourselves and hopefully we'll be back here tomorrow with us. We'll see you all soon, won't we, Ali?
We will. Have a great day, everyone. See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.